Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Anything's better with boys.
Yeah, here. Add these to the decorations and get busy. Where's Uncle Joe?
In the dining room, Mom.
Uncle Joe, you promised to hang that sign out front for us.
Kate, I've only got 2 hands and 1 mouth.
Well, I guess the girls and I can manage it.
How about a little help from your hobo friend?
Who?
That no-good moocher that's taking you for free room and board.
I presume you're referring to Mr. Norman Curtis.
I'm referring to Nutty Norman, the freeloader.
Uncle Joe, Mr. Curtis may be temporarily financially embarrassed, but he is an ambitious, intelligent, refined, well-educated gentleman.
Don't waste all that hot air. Put it in here.
You're going to be sorry when you find out where he is right now.
In the kitchen eating up all the food?
No, sir. He's gone to Pixley with Floyd and Charlie. He's got a plan to attach a flat car to the back of the train, put benches on it, and bring 50 extra people to our jamboree.
Now, where would he get a flat car?
He says he has connections with the railroad.
His only connections are with a knife and fork.
Well, Floyd and Charlie thought enough of his plan to take him into Pixley with them. In fact, they gave him the throttle.
That's dangerous.
Why?
You might put ketchup on it and eat it.
He sure looks happy, don't he?
Of course he does. Poor old hobo, all of his life he's been riding the rods, and now he's at the throttle of the Hooterville cannonball.
Hey, Norman. Yeah, you really think you can get that flat car?
Well, I told you, fellas, I got connections with this railroad.
Mr. Curtis' office. No, I'm sorry. Mr. Curtis is out of the city for a few days. Secretary of Labor? Yes, I'll tell him. Mr. Curtis' office. No, I'm sorry. He won't be able to go to Washington for the White House conference. Mr. Curtis' office. No, I'm sorry. He's someplace between Hooterville and Pixley. I don't know where they are
Come on, Ma, you can dance it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh,
No, thanks. Save that for you young fellas. Uncle Joe and I'll watch from the sidelines.
Well, speak for yourself, Kate. I can shake a foot with any of these young bucks.
Come on, Uncle Joe. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's a step you can do. 4. Look, 2 more fellas. Now we've all got partners. Come on, Charlie, we'll show you a new dance for the jamboree.
Hold it, girls. I'm afraid there ain't gonna be a jamboree.
What are you talking about?
There's no way for the folks to get here. That fella Curtis has wrecked the cannonball.
Wrecked the cannonball?
What?
He just as good as wrecked it. Busted the throttle right smack off.
Can't run a train without a throttle.
How'd it happen?
He tried to show off going up Bleeker's Hill.
Yanked the throttle back so hard he snapped it right in two.
Putting there pulled a rod right out of the boiler.
Yeah, Floyd and I had to pound it back with a block of wood. Shut off the steam.
Well, what'd you do, walk all the way from Bleeker's Hill?
No, we let it roll backwards and coasted to here.
Well, Kate, what do you think of your refined, intelligent Mr. Curtis now? He's wrecked the train and ruined our jamboree. I hope you're satisfied.
Shh, here he comes.
Well, don't just stand there, Kate. Go get him something to eat. He's probably hungry after all he did today.
I don't know what to say.
Take a crack at goodbye.
Joe. Charlie, can't the throttle be fixed?
I'm afraid we'd have to get a new one.
A new old one. They ain't made 'em like that in 50 years.
Might as well face it, Kate. That cannonball can't be fixed in time to bring the folks to the jamboree.
Yes, it can. Now, listen to me, everyone.
Quiet, folks. We're going to hear some words of wisdom from our distinguished hobo guest.
I hadn't intended to reveal my identity to you, but now I think I should. And then you'll know that I can have the train fixed. I am Norman P. Curtis, president of the C&FW Railroad.
Are you sure that throttle can't be fixed?
Don't you believe me?
Norman, this is no time for jokes.
But wait a minute, Kate. I'll prove it to you. Anybody got a dime?
Oh, forget it, Norman. That thing's as phony as you are.
What?
It's got the same kind of connections with the telephone company you got with the railroad. None.
Well, why is it here?
Gives the hotel class, which it's gonna need plenty of with you here. Norman, you're pathetic.
Maybe Lon Hocker can fix that.
He's a farmer.
He also does blacksmithing. If he can mend a plow, why can't he forge that together?
How are we going to get up to his place with no train?
Cut through the woods to the county road and hitch a ride.
Let's go, Charlie. It's worth a try.
I just wanted to say I'm awful sorry about Mr. Curtis. Kind of feel like it's my fault for inviting him to stay here.
Oh, Kate, don't be blaming yourself.
It's our fault, too. We let him drive the train.
Kate, I'm kind of worried about Floyd and me going off and leaving you and the girls and Nutty Norman.
But Uncle Joe's here.
Well, that's what I mean. Can you handle two of them?
Get out of here, both of them.
Kate, if I can only get to a telephone, I guarantee you I can have that train running again.
Well, the nearest telephone is in Hooterville.
Well, isn't there any way I can get there?
There's a handcar down by the water tower, but that's a mighty long way to pump.
Well, I was the stroke on the Yale varsity crew that beat Harvard, Princeton, and Cornell. Yeah.
I liked him so much better before he started all that bragging.
What's the matter? You girls haven't touched a bite of your food.
Not hungry.
Me either.
Uncle Joe, how can you eat at a time like this?
Well, this is the perfect time. When Nutty Norman's at the table, nobody else had a chance.
How do you girls expect to do any dancing when you're not eating?
Who's going to be dancing?
Now no one can get here for the jamboree.
Oh, no, let's not give up. We got a lot of things going for us. Maybe Lon Hocker will forge the throttle back together again. Maybe Nutty Norman will... Mr. Curtis will do something.
Please, Kate, not while I'm eating.
Well, he's certainly trying. He's pumping the handcar all the way to Hooterville.
Oh, fine. It's not enough losing the train. Now the handcar's gone.
Well, come on, girls. If you're not going to eat, pick up your plates, take them to the kitchen, and help me. And don't pay any attention to your Uncle Joe about anything he says about Mr. Curtis. I still say, in spite of everything that's happened, that man has something great inside him.
Yeah, our food.
Good afternoon, ladies.
How do you do? Oh, we're waiting for the train.
Well, I wish you luck. Pardon me. Would one of you ladies please let me have a dime? It's very important. Thank you very much. Hello, operator. I want to talk person to person to General Frank Newton. My number is code area 311-555-8324. And I want extension 1111. Operator, charge just a credit account 555-2368L184. I just gave you the number. Code area 311-555-8324. Extension 1111. Credit account is 555-2368L184. Oh, this number. Well, why didn't you say so? Hooterville 3. Oh, hello, Frank. This is Norman. Well, how's my favorite general? You old rascal, you've been fooling around with models long enough. How would you like to work on the real thing? Well, of course it's important. I wouldn't ask you otherwise. And Frank, some wonderful people are depending on it. Now listen, I want you to get a hold of George Prentice in Detroit and Dave LaSalle in New York, and I want all of you here in Hooterville the first thing in the morning ready to go to work. Hooterville. Well, get out your map and your magnifying glass, and I'll tell you where it is.
Who is he? That's the hobo Kate Bradley took in. They call him a Nutty Norman.
I'll say one thing. You might as well say goodbye to your dime.
You're very nice.
This train. Just because she sat here since yesterday doesn't mean she won't run again.
Anybody showed up yet?
Well, not yet, but the girls are out looking.
Might as well take that stupid sign down. We ain't gonna have no jamboree.
Uncle Joe, whatever you do, don't start acting gloomy and pessimistic in front of the girls. We gotta keep their spirits up.
Okay.
Mother!
Any sign of the handcar coming from Hooterville?
No, Mother. And it would just break your heart to see the poor old cannonball. Chickens are laying eggs in her and goats are chewing on her. It's terrible.
Oh, baby, cheer up. Everything's gonna be fine. Isn't it, Uncle Joe?
Oh, you bet. Just fine and dandy.
Yeah.
Mom!
Oh, any sign of Floyd and Charlie?
Not a sign, Mother. We hiked clear over to the county road.
Well, now, don't get discouraged. Everything's going to be fine. Isn't it, Uncle Joe?
You bet. Just fine and dandy.
What are you doing?
I'm going to take this stupid sign down. We ain't going to have no jamboree.
Down there.
Norman, jar that loose.
Kate!
What's the matter?
That freeloader, not a Norman. He's back and he brung his rat pack with him.
Rat pack?
3 more freeloaders. Hobos just like him. And this time they're going to finish the cannonball for sure.
What do you mean?
They're swarming all over it, taking it apart. They're probably going to cart it up and haul it away and sell it for junk. Kate, I wouldn't go down there if I was you. They look dangerous.
Oh, I'll be all right.
Well, yell if you need me. I'll be having a bite of lunch.
Frank, communication setups ready to go.
Be with you in a minute. Norm, the valve rod is shot. What do you suppose kept her going?
Habit. Well, I guess we'd better put another one in, huh?
Norman.
Hello, Kate.
Well, good heavens, what are you doing to the train?
We're getting it ready for the jamboree. That's what you wanted, wasn't it?
Well, I declare you brought in a whole repair crew.
Yeah, well, you never saw a crew like this before.
They look very experienced.
Gentlemen, this is Mrs. Bradley, the little lady I told you about. Kate, I want you to meet General Frank Newton.
How do you do, ma'am?
General.
Retired, ma'am.
Yes, all he does now is serve as chairman of the board of the Michigan and Southwest Railroad.
Goodness.
And this is George Prentice. He's president of Worldwide Airways.
Ma'am, Newt, let me have the wrench.
And the fellow up in the baggage car is Dave LaSalle. Hey, Dave! He's president of Intercontinental Telephone.
Well, they're certainly a mighty distinguished group.
Kate, the boys have come a long way, and, well, they're working pretty hard. I don't suppose you could scare up a little.
Food. Yeah, well, of course I can. Just give me 15 minutes and then bring your group up to the dining room.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello, Peterson? Peterson? Frank Newton. Now listen, I want the throttle lever off the Emma Sweeney. That's the wood burner in the north wing. Right.
Mighty handy having your own railroad museum, isn't it?
Dave, call my office. I'll have a plane pick it up.
What good will that do? You can't land a jet around here.
They still make parachutes. They can drop it right down the smokestack.
Hey, Peterson! Peterson, put that throttle lever in a metal drop crate and rush it out to the airport. Worldwide Airlines will pick it up.
Dave, get me my office.
Just a minute, Norman. Dave, put me through to my office first.
Okay. Operator, connect me with the main office of Worldwide Airlines. And don't give me that busy circuit routine. You can clear to Chicago, Denver, New Orleans. It doesn't matter, but put it through. My own company, and I can't get a line.
They're all just like Norman. Nuttier than fruitcakes.
By the way, Frank, did you take advantage of the market tip I gave you on Western mining?
Yeah, bought 10,000 shares. Dropped 6 points in a week.
Don't blame me. I got the tip from my secretary.
You've just got the wrong girl. Mine steered me into General Products, and I made almost $250,000 in 3 weeks.
Now, that's the secretary.
Not only that, she's learning to type.
With all your money, what are you going to do with another $250,000?
I think I'll buy a locomotive like the Hooterville Cannonball. Put it in the backyard and work on it weekends. I haven't had so much fun in years.
How about it, Norman? Do you want to sell the Hooterville Cannonball?
Sorry, boys. She's not for sale.
Oh.
Squirrel would have a feast in there. Kate, we got to get them hobos out of here as quick as we can. They're plumb raving loony. You ought to hear them talking about the money they got.
Oh, Uncle Joe, when men are down on their luck, they're bound to exaggerate a little. It makes them feel better.
Yeah, well, come listen to the guff they're spouting. It's plumb crazy.
Norman, this is magnificent. Why, it's even better than we used to get at the officers' clubs.
Well, I wouldn't know about that, General. I was an enlisted man myself.
I've eaten all over the world, France, Italy, the Orient, the finest ocean liners. But this is the best, the most delicious food I've ever eaten.
No wonder you're so fond of this place, Norman.
Well, it isn't only the food. There's also Kate.
Oh, yeah.
I see what you mean. I don't blame you.
Mighty attractive woman.
Oh, no.
I don't think they're talking so crazy.
Kate, we got it!
Oh, our hawker came through.
Just like new.
Oh, that's wonderful, boys. Take her down and put her right on.
Oh, please, Kate, feed us first. We're starving.
I'll clear out all the freeloaders.
Hurry up, fellas. Now, that jet'll be through here with us.
Oh, no!
Mr. Curtis, what have you got against our train?
That was a beautiful drop.
With that wind drift, it ought to land right in our lap.
When I run an airline, I run an airline.
it's falling right down by the tracks.
I wonder what it could be.
Well, whatever it is, it's for them. They're running after it.
Kate, I was wrong about those men. I'm big enough to admit it. They ain't hobos. They're spies.
By golly, Norman, I believe she's as good as ever.
She's better than ever. We fixed things on there you didn't even know about.
Sure. They've been riding the rails so long, they're expert.
Let her roll, boys. We're going to have a jamboree after all.
Welcome to Shady Rest. How are you, Oscar?
What do you mean I could use Phoebe for my secretary?
Well, she'll give you some real hot tips on the market. Listen, Phoebe, what'll General Products Common do on the market next week?
Going up.
Hello, Lydia. Nettie, come
Well, hello. Welcome to Shady Rest. Welcome to Shady Rest.
Oh, Uncle Joe, this is going to be the best jamboree yet. And I didn't even think it was going to come off.
Me neither. Boy, what a jinx that nutty Norman turned out to be.
What do you mean? Why, he was responsible for fixing the train.
Well, that's the least he could have done. Nothing ever happened to it until he came. I tell you, Kate, the man's a jinx.
I thought you said he was a spy.
Well, that's the worst kind. Hi, Charlie.
Charlie. Hello, Floyd. What happened to your hand?
Firebox door bit me.
Darn thing ain't worked in 20 years, and them fellers had to come along and put a spring.
Huh?
But Floyd's the only one can double on fiddle. Oh, how can you have a jamboree without a fiddler?
That's easy. You don't.
Sorry, folks.
Like I said, Kate, that feller's a jinx.
Watch it, Joe. Here he comes.
Yeah, let's go, Kate. The boys haven't been to a jamboree in years. They're champing at the bit.
Well, they're not going to need a harness tonight.
What do you mean?
You had to go fix the firebox door.
Yeah, you wrecked his fiddling hand, that's what you did. Now let's see you fix that.
Well, that's the easiest thing in the world. Come on, Floyd.
Yeah, he'll fix it all right. He'll probably wreck the other hand. The jinx.
If it hadn't been for Norman Curtis. Don't you think it's about time you admitted you were wrong?
Oh, I guess so. But how was I to know he could play the fiddle?
Mrs. Bradley, may I have the honor of this dance?
With pleasure, General.
General.
Come on, Joe. Don't be a wallflower.
This has been a Filmways presentation.
Come and listen to my story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, and up through the ground come a bubbling crude oil, that is, black gold, Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. The kinfolk said, Jed, move away from there. Said, California is the place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is, swimming pools, movie stars.
The Beverly Hillbillies.
Come along and visit with the Clampett family as they take you to their mansion in the hills of Beverly. And when they do, you'll run into a friend of theirs you've met, that good old friend with filter blend, Winston cigarette. Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
Granny, whereabouts do you want the still?
Over here on this side of the cement pond, Jethro.
Okay, Granny.
Come on. He's waiting. Turn it a mite that way, Jethro.
Only one bad thing about putting you still here, Granny.
What's that?
Drysdale place is downwind. The smell of your corn liquor brewing is going to drive poor Miss Drysdale right out of her mind. She's a drinking woman.
How do you know, Uncle Jay?
Well, he kind of let it slip by. Remember when we was unloading this from the truck?
Yeah?
He says to me, what's that? I said, that's a still for making corn liquor. He turned kind of white and trembly, and he says, oh, please don't ever let my wife see that. I reckon she just can't leave the stuff alone.
Some folks like that. Terrible.
Come to think of it, that's how come she's in Boston.
What kind of drinker?
Yeah. Miss Hathaway says she goes all over every place looking to get cured.
Damn city cure's no good. The minute you go to taking it away from them, they want it all the more. I could cure Mrs. Drysdale of her drinking in 2 days.
How, Granny?
I just telling her she could have all she wanted. When they find out you don't care if they drink, they don't care to drink.
That sure would be a blessing.
Huh?
Over here, Ellie, now. No more talk about drinking.
Hey, look, everybody. Ella Mae's wearing a dress.
How, Mr. Drysdale's in the house to see you.
All right. My, ain't she pretty?
Yeah. But, Ellie, you're showing too much bare hop.
Well, that ain't her fault, Granny. She just got the dress on backwards. Ellie, honey, put it on the other way around.
All right.
Hold it. Hold on. What kind of a dress is that?
Well, Miss Hathaway says it's a California sundress.
Wouldn't let no son of mine wear it. Daughter neither. Granny, you'd best get her into something decent whilst I talk to Mr. Drysdale.
Uncle Jay, can I go swimming in the cement pond?
Oh, I reckon so, Jethro. But this ain't like the swimming hole back home. You can't go in there without no clothes on.
I can't?
No, sir.
Okay, Uncle Jay.
Someday I gotta have a long talk with that boy.
Mr. Drysdale's office, Miss Hathaway speaking. Boston. That must be Mrs. Drysdale. No, don't put her on. She'll only make my life Mrs. Drysdale. How are you? How are things in Boston?
Oh, the doctors here are just as silly as the ones in Beverly Hills. They insist there's nothing wrong with me. They've got me so depressed. I just had to call and talk to my darling. Are you taking good care of him?
Oh, yes. As a matter of fact, he's stretched out on the sofa right now having his nap.
How sweet. Well, the moment he wakens, you take his temperature and give him some of that blue medicine. What? He's waking now? Oh, marvelous. Put him on. Tell him Mumsy wants to hear his sweet voice.
Speak to your mumsy. He whined.
Oh, he probably has a migraine. Oh, poor Patricia, my lord.
Even made a hypochondriac out of you. Any message for Mr. Drysdale?
Who? Oh, Melvin, my husband. Yes, well, isn't he there?
No, he's up at the Clampett estate. Clampett. They bought the place next to yours just about the time you left for Boston.
I don't find them listed in the first families. You tell Milburn not to mingle with them socially until I've had a genealogical check run on them. We don't want riffraff living under our very noses.
For pain, one swaller. Don't open near fire.
I'll be right in, Mr. Drysdale.
Thank you, Willie Mae. Granny, this is quite an array of medicines you have here.
Yep, them's all the remedies I made myself.
I wish you'd make something to help my wife. She's a terrible hypochondriac.
Oh, what's the hypochondriac? You run along now. I'll join you directly.
There she goes from doctor to doctor to doctor.
Well, I reckon the doctor can't help what's ailing her.
Of course they can. It's psychosomatic. But she insists on prescriptions. Oh, I wish you could see our bedroom. Bottles all over the place. I plead with her. I hide the stuff. She always finds it or gets more. You think that's a lot of bottles? You should see my wife after a trip to the pharmacy. Why, she's so loaded she can hardly stagger up the stairs.
Sit down, Mr. Drysdale. Set yourself.
And she has a dog. A perfectly healthy poodle. Now, would you believe that she
Don't tell me.
laps it up just like she does?
Lord, look. You're sure toting a heavy burden. Now, maybe I can help you. Now, if she was to think that every time that she was to...
You can just wear that barrel till your clothes get dry.
What happened to Jethro? Get too close to a skunk?
He jumped in the pond with his clothes on. Mr. Drysdale, I'm sorry to kept you waiting. Did Granny tell you about her complaints about the kitchen?
Jed, I'm ashamed to mention my piddling troubles to a man bowed down with the misery he's got. You know his wife.
Mr. Drysdale, our hearts go out to you.
And we're going to help you, ain't we, Jed?
You bet you we are. Man serves a poor purpose in this world if he can't help his neighbor.
Oh, you're very kind, but I'll manage. I've been living with it for years.
Have a nip, it'll brace you up.
Oh, no, thank you. I never touch it.
You hear that, Jed? Poor man. He's got all the trouble and none of the fun.
There goes a soft-hearted woman.
Yeah. Now, about her complaints.
Oh, yeah. Well, for one thing, that electric meat grinder has been giving Granny a heap of trouble.
Electric meat grinder?
Yeah, this one right here in the dish trough. Oh, it grinds the meat all right, but then you can't find it. It goes down that pipe. Granny lost 2 squirrels and a rabbit in that thing.
That's a disposal. You only put things in there that you don't want.
Now, Mr. Drysdale, that ain't altogether true. Granny sure wanted them squirrels and that rabbit. And another thing, this here sideways pump don't work at all. We must have carried in a barrel of water to prime that thing, but it didn't work. Oh, there's another thing. Every once in a while, this little thingamajig here makes a ringing noise like that. There it goes again.
Well, that's the telephone. Someone's calling you.
I don't hear him.
They're calling you on the telephone. Say hello into it.
Hello.
No, I have to lift the receiver first. Now say it. Hello.
Mr. Clampett?
He said my name. Can he see through this thing? No.
Mr. Clampett, may I please speak to Mr. Drysdale?
Well, they sure can see, or else how would they know you're standing here?
That's my secretary. She knows I'm here. Yes, Miss Hathaway.
Mr. Drysdale, I have some messages.
Well, I'll be doggone. Granny! Ellie Mae! Come look what we got!
The Clampetts have just discovered the telephone. Yes, indeed. This is a marvelous invention. With this instrument, you can talk to anyone, any place in the civilized world.
Can we talk to my cousin Pearl?
Oh, yes, of course.
Right now?
Yes?
Ellie Mae, run out back and fetch Jethro. Oh, wait a minute. He might not have his clothes on yet.
Oh, I'll get him.
Jed, is he greening us? Can we honest to goodness talk to Pearl on this thing?
You heard what he said.
Hello, Pearl, you old rascal. What you doing back there? There ain't crowd this here
Now, ladies, first, you gotta pick this thing up.
Hello, Pearl, you old rascal. What you doing back there? There ain't crowd this here What's she saying?
You saying a word, you're just humming.
Chinese humming it too. Shut up, humming, and say something.
Jethro will be right in. You ready to call Pearl?
You've been a call, but you just hummed.
That's dial tone. First, you've got to dial long distance like this. Okay.
Howdy, Pearl.
Hello, Pearl, you old rascal. What you doing back there? There ain't crowd this here
This is long distance.
We know that, Pearl.
I believe you have the operator. What's Pearl's number?
Number?
Operator.
Just a moment.
Hey, folks, Mr. Drysdale told me what y'all was up to. You can't talk to Ma on that thing.
Well, look who's getting too smart for his britches.
Too big for him, too.
Mr. Drysdale says we can talk to her.
Yeah, you think you know more than Mr. Drysdale?
Well, I know Ma ain't got no telephone.
Excuse me, call operator.
You sure spoil things.
Yeah, who asked you to butt in?
I'll get it. I know what to do when it does that. Hello? Yeah, he's here. Well, for goodness sake. Well, sure. Well, howdy there, Miss Drysdale. This here is...
Margaret! Oh, how wonderful. What? Man? Oh, yes, the telephone man. Well, how are you?
I'm worried, that's how I am. I'm afraid, Milburn, that you've let the wrong kind of people move in next door to us, and I'm dreadfully upset.
Now, dear, you mustn't let yourself get into this condition. Control yourself. No, dear, you mustn't come home yet. No, not until we get them in shape. I mean, get you in shape. I'll let you know. Now, we'll wait until you're cute.
Milburn, I want to meet the Clampetts as soon as possible. Now, when will that be?
What about Christmas? Next year.
Milburn, this conversation is making less and less sense. Now, I want the truth about the Clampetts, or I'm flying home immediately.
Now, Margaret, please control yourself. I don't want you flying. No, please, dear, please, stay on the ground. Dear, why don't you lie down and take a sedative? And I'll call you from the office. All right. Goodbye. I'm sorry, my wife.
We understand.
Well, I'll see you later.
Keep your chin up.
Poor man.
Don't it just tear your heart out? He is so ashamed of his wife, he don't even want us to meet her.
What he says, she won't be cured till Christmas of next year.
You gotta help me, Granny.
I still say I could cure Mrs. Drysdale in 2 days.
Sure be worth a try if we could get her out here.
Kid, misery loves company. And if that poor miserable woman thought that she had a drinking friend living next door...
Granny, you ain't ever down more than a thimbleful in your whole life.
I know, Jed. But it'd be worth a little white lie to help a neighbor and save a marriage.
But how? Hello? Yes, ma'am. Ain't that a stroke of luck, Granny? It's Mrs. Drysdale again. Well, no, ma'am, he ain't here, Mrs. Drysdale, but Granny and me'd like to talk to you. We's your next-door neighbors, the Clampetts.
Listen, honey, I got my still set up not 50 feet from your back door. Now you come on home and you and me will get glassy-eyed, falling down crocked. We'll get juiced at eyeballs. How does that sound to you, honey?
I don't hear nothing.
Me neither.
What do you mean my wife's on her way from Boston?
That's the message I got when I tried to put through your call. She's on a jet, right?
Never mind the grisly details. Oh, I am ruined. If Margaret gets one look at those hillbillies next door, she'll leave me. Get my psychiatrist over here. Move over, Claude. I need this more than you do.
You don't need your psychiatrist. You're looking at the dark side.
There is a bright side.
Of course. Your wife is an intelligent woman. She'll see that underneath that rough exterior, the Clampetts are basically fine people. Why, she may even help them to get socially acclimated.
You're right. I don't need my psychiatrist. You do.
Your wife will take...
My wife, through whose aristocratic veins flows blood the color of bluing, considers anyone whose ancestors did not arrive on the Mayflower immigrants.
She does make rather a fetish at the family tree, but...
But nothing. I'm stuck. I'm either going to lose my wife or my largest depositor. That's what makes the whole thing so difficult. You know, I like the Clampetts, but I love my wife. Isn't life weird? She's a snob, she's a hypochondriac, she's not young and beautiful, but I love her. And now I do need my psychiatrist.
Now, Mr. Drysdale, as we used to say at Vassar, tout est bien, tout est clair. Courage will light your path.
Yes, I know what I have to do. I'll go to the airport. I'll take Margaret in my arms. I'll look her in the eye and lie like a rug. I'll tell her the Clampetts have left town and put her back on the plane.
I beseech you, do not become enmeshed in a web of lies.
But it won't be a lie if the Clampetts are tricked into actually leaving town.
But they're just getting settled. What could possibly induce them to leave town?
That's your problem.
Me? You expect me?
But they like you. Finagle them into going to Palm Springs for a few days.
No, no. I will not help you spin your deceitful web.
Miss Hathaway, would you rather be an unemployed secretary or a spider with rage?
You know, I think the Clampetts might enjoy Palm Springs.
Palm Springs? Where's that?
It's about 125 miles from here. In the desert.
Desert?
Yeah, remember we crossed on them on the way out here. All that sand?
Yeah, I remember. You ain't getting me to no desert. Trees were so far apart, the woodpeckers had to tote lunch.
But this is different, Granny. This is a beautiful resort with lots of trees and fine hotels and swimming pools.
We got a pond for swimming right there.
Ellie's out swimming right now.
You didn't jump in with her clothes on, did you?
I don't know.
Oh, surely not. She promised to wear the lovely swim ensemble I got her.
Yeah, she done just like Jethro. Here she comes with the dress shrunk clear up to her. Granny!
What's the matter?
All her hair come out.
What?
It's true. Ellie lost her beautiful hair.
Heaven help her, she's bald as an eagle.
Molly May, take off your bathing cap.
Oh, praise be.
All right, but Ellie, you hadn't ought to went swimming with your clothes on and shrunk up that nice dress.
This ain't a dress, is it, Miss Jane?
No, dear, it's a beach jacket to wear over a bathing suit.
Ellie Mae Clampett.
Cover up your nakedness, child.
That's the way everyone goes swimming out here. It's perfectly proper.
Well, you wouldn't catch me in nothing like that.
Me neither.
Mr. Clampett, how would you like for a member of your family to become Princess of Palm Springs?
What?
They're holding a beauty contest at the Springs this week, and Someone in this very room has the face and the figure to win. When the judges see her in a bathing suit...
I told you I ain't putting on no bathing suit.
Believe me, Mr. Clampett, this beautiful daughter of yours can win that Palm Springs beauty contest without even trying.
Can we go, Pa?
I'm sorry, Ellie Mae, but I just don't cotton to the notion of a bunch of strangers gawking at your bare limbs. Besides, we already know you're the prettiest. Why shame all them other girls? Run along and get some clothes on.
Yes, sir, Pa.
Mr. Clampett, I do wish you would reconsider about going to Palm Springs, even if Ellie
Uncle
doesn't...
Jay and Duke and... Howdy, Miss Hathaway.
Jane to you, Jethro.
Well, Jane to you, too. Duke and me's all set to go hunting, ain't we, Duke?
Jethro, have you ever hunted in the desert?
No, ma'am.
Oh, it's a fascinating place. You might even see a mirage.
If there's one there, old Duke will tree it. He's the best hunting dog there is.
Well, I love hunting around Palm Springs. You'll all love Palm Springs. They have wonderful hotels. Have you ever stayed in a beautiful hotel suite?
No, I ain't, darling.
Granny, let's you and me go and leave these two lovebirds alone.
No, wait, please, let me take you all to Palm Springs.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you take Jethro and Ellie Mae and me and Granny will stay here?
But then Mrs. Drysdale would see. I mean...
Is Drysdale coming home? Is that why you was trying to get us out of town so we wouldn't meet her?
Yes, that is the reason. I'm so ashamed I could die.
Well, now, don't go to crying about it. The way I look at it, ain't nobody got a right to be ashamed of nobody else. Good Lord made us all, and if we's good enough for him, we sure ought to be good enough for each other. I hold back on them tears. You's among friends. Why, I remember a long time ago hearing a fella say it. He said it just about right. He said, there is so much good in the worst of us and so much bad in the best of us that it don't hardly...
Boo!
Well, go ahead and bawl. It'll make you feel better. I'll tell you what. If this means so much to you, we'll all pick up and go to them Palm Springs with you.
Oh, bless you. Mr. Drysdale will be so happy. I'll go help Billie Mae pack.
I'm telling you, that Miss Drysdale must be a mess.
She's gonna need our help, Jed. This is a poor time for us to be a-leaving.
Yeah, we gotta help her once we get back. Right now, we gotta respect Mr. Drysdale's feelings. Jethro, you go get the truck ready.
Okay, Uncle Jed.
The Clampetts' gardener shouldn't leave his car parked in the front driveway that way.
Oh, you're absolutely right, dear, yes. Well, Margaret, don't you want to stop at home first and freshen up? Take some medicine or something?
Milburn, I have just flown 3,000 miles to meet the Clampetts, and I intend to meet them right now.
Well, Don, they're probably out of town. You see, they travel extensively. Oh, they're wonderful people. It'd be a shame if you missed them. But I know how anxious you are to get back to Boston and your doctors. And Sonny. How is Sonny? How's he like Harvard this year? Is it Yale, Princeton, Dartmouth? Let's go ask him.
Milburn, what is the matter with you? Milburn, let go. Let go, you hear me? Let go, I say. Let go. Have you gone mad? Let go, you beast.
Step aside, lady. I'll shoot it.
What'd you shoot, Jethro?
I think it was a fox.
Who's that?
My wife. And why aren't you in Palm Springs? Let's get her home as quickly as possible.
What's going on?
Jethro shot a fox. That's Miss Drysdale, stewed to the gills.
No wonder they didn't want us to see her.
Poor woman.
You mean poor husband.
Yeah. We can't go up to Palm Springs and leave our neighbor at a time like this.
That's right. We gotta pitch in and see that his wife gets cured.
Uncle Jed, are we going hunting?
Might as well. It'll be a while before she sleeps that one off.
Well, I hope there's some possum around. These skinny old California foxes ain't worth shooting at.
What you doing, Granny?
Making myself a new pipe.
Oh, I got something here you want to cotton to. That banker fella gave them to me.
What's that?
Winston cigarettes. Try one, Granny. They is first rate.
Well, if you say they're really good.
Best smoking you ever had.
By thunder, Jed, that is good smoking.
Now try it this way, Granny.
Tastes even better.
They tell me these Winstons is the best tasting cigarette you can get.
Well, I may put away my corn cob. That's saying a heap for 'em.
You know, Granny, there just ain't no way of saying how good a Winston is. You gotta smoke one to find out.
Well, I can say this. Winston tastes mighty good.
Like a cigarette should.
The Beverly Hillbillies has been presented by Winston. We hope you enjoyed it, and we hope you'll try Winston, because Winston tastes good, like a cigarette should.
Now it's time to say goodbye to Jed and all his kin. And they would like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You're all invited back next week to this locality to have a heaping helping of their hospitality. Hillbilly, that is. Set a spell. Take your shoes off. You all come back now. Here?
This has been a Filmways presentation.
Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Charlie. Besides, they burn hot and I'm in a hurry to get to Hooterville.
You keep taking up them ties, we won't make the next curve.
Pretty straight from here. Go alone, Charlie. There's something waiting for me in Sam Drucker's store.
Another letter from that Lonely Hearts woman, Camille Tewksbury?
It's more than a letter this time. I sent her my picture. Wearing my store-bought hair.
Now there's something you can burn, and the quicker the better.
Come on, kids, cheer up. Can't win them all.
Well, do we have to lose them all?
Hi, Bettie Jo.
Hi, Mr. Drucker.
I take it Hooterville dropped another one?
63-0.
Well, look on the bright side. It's not as bad as last week.
Thanks anyway, Sam. I guess you heard the score, huh?
Yeah, looks like the team's improving. How'd my boy Herbie Bates do? Did he give a good account of himself?
Maybe you better ask him. Here he comes.
I'm sorry, Mr. Drucker. We lost again.
Oh, now, don't feel too bad, Herbie. It's how you play the game that counts. And from the looks of you, you really gave him a scrap.
I didn't even get off the bench.
Herbie, if you were just warming the bench, how'd all this happen?
The team ran over me on the way to shower.
They were in a hurry to get off the field. Who can blame them?
Oh, here comes that Hooterville coach. Have I got a few words to say to him?
Now, Sam, take pity on the poor man. His team just lost 63-0.
Last week it was 72-0. And the week before that it was...
Herbie, you were pathetic.
How can you blame Herbie? You didn't even let him play.
Now, Sam.
That was my tragedy. He was supposed to run up and down the sidelines and keep the Pixie boys worried, wondering when I'd send him in. Instead of that, he worried our boys. They were afraid I would send him in.
Cheer up, Herbie. That's right. You'll get to play next week.
You're the one that's pathetic. Why don't you resign?
You know, Uncle Joe, this might be a good time. You could retire with a perfect record.
A perfect record?
An unbroken string of defeats.
I got news for you Monday morning quarterbacks. We ain't gonna lose next week.
Oh, what makes you think so?
We ain't gonna play.
Train's coming, Mom. Just heard her whistle for the station.
Oh, we've got groceries in the back room. Come on, Sam. Come on, Coach.
Ought to resign.
Sam, did the mail come?
Well, yeah, but I ain't had a chance to sort it yet. It's in a sack back in the storeroom.
Hi, Floyd.
Hi, Floyd.
Hi, Mr. Smoot.
Hi, Floyd.
Hi. I didn't know Floyd could move that fast. Wonder if I could get by using him in the Hooterville backfield.
Come on, Uncle Joe.
Yeah, we better not stay here too long. You know, there's an angry mob foreman when I left the football field.
Let's get into Floyd.
Them shoulder pads come in real handy. I might have you wear those all the time. I'm afraid Floyd's got himself woman trouble.
Floyd Smoot?
That darn fool. Jumped down out of the cab before I could stop the train. He's gonna kill himself over that woman.
What woman? What woman?
Camille Tewksbury.
Camille Tewksbury. She must be new in town.
Oh, she's not local, Kate. She's one of them mail-order sweethearts.
Floyd met her through the Lonely Hearts column of a magazine.
Oh, well, there's nothing wrong with that. What does she look like?
Nobody knows, including Floyd.
But Floyd sent Camille his picture, and today he figures he'll get sent her picture, and that's why he's back there rooting through the mail sack.
Well, I hope for Floyd's sake she's nice looking.
Come on, let's get that train rolling. Bad as this, better than riding out of town on one rail.
Yeah, but Uncle Joe, I want to... well, I'll see Floyd on the train.
Floyd, come on, let's get rolling.
Got your letter from Camille, huh?
Yeah. Let's see her picture, Floyd. Oh, you got yourself a dog, huh? I warned you. Come in, Betty Jo. Next time you listen to me.
Floyd, don't pay any attention to him. The worst mistake a man can make is to marry a beautiful woman. They're nothing but trouble. You remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm serious, Floyd. The plain ones make the best wives. In fact, the homelier, the better.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Floyd. Now, she can't be that bad. Holy smoke. She is. That looks like a man wearing a wig.
It is.
What?
That's my picture. She sent it back.
Oh, Floyd, listen. Wait a minute.
You know something, Betty Jo? I'll bet you're the only kid in the country that drives a train home from school.
Charlie, what could have happened to Floyd? Usually he's up here every 5 minutes checking on us.
Love life got derailed. But he'll get over it.
Who's he in love with?
Well, he's been writing letters to some woman, Camille Tewksbury. But they exchanged pictures, and that ended that.
Gee, I hope he isn't taking it too hard.
Oh, don't worry about it, honey. Your ma and Sam Drucker's back there with him. They'll switch him back on the track.
Floyd, come on now, unlock this door.
Go away, leave me alone.
No, it's no use, Kate. He's just going to sit out there and pine over Camille Tewksbury.
Sam, let me try something. Floyd Smoot, I got a bone to pick with you. Now you unlock that door, or I'm climbing out this window. All right?
No, Kate, don't do that. I'll open the door.
You traitor, you double-crosser, you love pirate. So we're not good enough for you, huh?
Who?
The women in this valley, that's who. All these years you've been leading us on, keeping us dangling on a string, playing fast and loose with our hearts.
Me?
Yes, you. And now that you've reached your prime and we're all wondering who's going to be the lucky woman, you turn your back on us and you take up with an out-of-towner. You're nothing but a typical playboy bachelor, Floyd Smoot.
Me?
Oh, don't act innocent with me. I've heard all about you and that Camille Tewksbury. But let me tell you something. At the next church social, there isn't a woman in this valley that'll sell you a cake or a box lunch. We've given you the best years of our lives. Now you're tossing us aside like a bunch of old shoes.
Me?
No, I'm just not going to cry, because you're not worthy of my tears.
Hey, listen, Kate, I don't understand. Listen, Kate, open the door. I want to talk to you.
No, sir. You stay out there and cool your hot blood, you fickle Casanova, you.
Me? Me?
Well, who won the game, Coach?
Oh, Pixley managed to squeeze by us.
63 to nothing.
My boys weren't able to execute the plays I gave them. They need more skull practice. Pixley was sharp, well organized, well trained.
Uncle Joe, Pixley hasn't even got a coach.
And neither has Hooterville.
Pixley hasn't got a coach? Maybe we could protest the game on that basis.
We're going to have pig's knuckles and sauerkraut tonight, Charlie.
Yeah.
And for dessert, I'm going to bake fresh blueberry pie.
Blueberry pie, that's my favorite.
I don't remember inviting you to supper, Floyd Smoot. So why don't you put on your mail-order courting hair and go calling on your mail-order sweetheart? And maybe she'll cook you up a mail-order supper.
But, Kate, I always eat supper here.
That was before I found out what kind of a man you are.
What kind of a man am I, Kate? Tell me again.
You're nothing but a fickle, heartbreaking Casanova, that's what. Come on, Charlie.
Kate wants to hold supper for a while, see if Floyd shows up.
Wait a minute, Joe. The big game with Elm City's coming up. Now, the merchants of Hooterville are prepared to pay you a cash bonus if...
As good as mine. I'm going to win that game.
The bonus ain't for winning. It's for resigning.
I'll chip in on that.
Now, look here just a minute, you boys. I got a surprise ready for that Elm City team. The Hooterville Hornets are going to really sting.
Worse than today? Oh, sting.
What's the surprise, Joe?
Speed in the backfield. I got a brand new scat back, under wraps. Little but fast as a jackrabbit. Them big, heavy Elm City boys ain't gonna lay a hand on her.
Her?
I mean him. The scat back.
Uncle Joe, you're not by any chance talking about Bettie.
Bettie? Bettie who?
Bettie, my fast-running daughter, that's who.
Oh, Kate, I know you'd never stand still for a thing like that. Would you?
You better believe I wouldn't. Neither would she.
Neither would Hooterville.
I'll bet the Elm City boys would go for it.
I was just joking. Vickery don't mean that much to me.
By the way, where is Betty Jo?
Well, how would I know?
Betty Jo!
You better let her do her homework. You know her grades aren't what they...
Did you talk her into it, Coach?
Talk her into what?
No, he didn't.
But, Mom, we've just got to win one game. And Uncle Joe says that with me as a scatback...
You scat back upstairs and take off that uniform.
Sorry, Coach. I was ready and willing.
Well, I wasn't.
Nice pass, Mom.
Forget it.
Mom, can't we start serving now? Everything's ready?
Yeah, bring on the pig's knuckles and sauerkraut.
Well, no, let's just wait a little longer for Floyd.
Hey, Kate, I sure thought you had him cured when you told him all the women in the valley were mad about him.
What?
Floyd Smoot? Mother!
Well, I was just trying to help him mend his broken heart by convincing him he had sex appeal. I guess he didn't believe me.
Well, there's only so big a lie a man can swallow.
That's a whopper.
Oh, you two are a great help. All that Floyd needs is enough people to tell him that he's a handsome, desirable bachelor and he'll be fine. Well, go ahead, girls. Get the blueberry pies out of the oven. I don't think Floyd's coming.
Okay, Mom.
Handsome, desirable bachelor. He's pathetic.
Joe, Floyd is warm, he's affectionate, he's gentle,
He's
pathetic.
pathetic.
Now stop that.
Floyd, what are you doing?
I just couldn't resist the smell of the blueberry pie. But please don't tell your Ma I was here. She's mad at me.
Mom? Mad at you? Why, she's crazy about you. All the women are. But especially Mom. And who can blame her? You're strong, you're handsome. And you're charming and you're intelligent. Why, you're everything a woman could ask for.
Then how come no woman's ever asked for it?
Well, because it's a man's place to do the asking, not a woman's. Yes, a woman's place is in the kitchen. Now, Mom's waiting for you out in the dining room.
Thanks, you girls. You set me straight.
I still say you men could help give Floyd some self-confidence if you would just...
Kate Bradley, come to my arms.
What?
You're my woman and I'm your man. Now, let's do something about it.
Floyd Smoot, have you been into McCook and Sherry?
No, Kate. I don't need no false courage. I got love. Now, Kate, don't you cry. I know you've waited a long time for this, but it's come at last. I want to marry you. How about it, Judge Drucker?
Well, don't you think you better wait for Kate's answer?
Yes.
You heard her. She said yes.
No, Floyd, you're joking.
Hey, somebody hid my Indian again. Don't they realize that was carved out of living oak by my great-great-great-uncle, Kit Carson? Thing like that gives the hotel class.
Ooh-wee. If that pig had known what Kate was going to do to his knuckles, he'd have died happy.
Hey, that's my chair.
Kate and Floyd out here? I can't find them anyplace.
Why, you in a hurry to marry him?
Of course not, but Kate's in a spot. She might need our help.
If you find her, ask her where she hid my Indian.
Oh, Betty Jo, you got any idea where Floyd and your mother disappeared to?
No, Mr. Drucker. The last I saw Floyd, he was going down to the train to get his guitar.
Oh, no. Poor Kate.
There he is.
Yeah? But where? Where is he? Can anybody tell what direction that's coming from?
No, but I hope the wind changes. Them knuckles I eat's clenching into a fist.
Maybe he's down at the railroad track. Come on, Betty Jo.
Whew.
Whew, I'm glad that's over.
Hold it, Charlie.
What's the matter?
Now let's start over again. When I rock, you rock. Now. Nothing makes me edgier than people rocking against me.
Listen, girls, we gotta scare Floyd out of the notion of wanting to marry me. Now, I got an idea. You know how shy and bashful he is.
Not tonight.
Well, not with me. But when he comes back to help you with the dishes, I'm going to leave. And I want you to ask him to explain about the birds and the bees. Oh, don't worry. He'll run like a scared rabbit. Oh, Floyd, come in, Floyd. The girls are so happy you're going to help them with the dishes. Aren't you, girls?
We sure are, Daddy Floyd.
Oh, Billy.
Why, Daddy Floyd, you're blushing from ear to ear. I don't mind us calling you Daddy, but we never had a father to tell us things. And there's something we'd like you to tell us right now.
What's that?
All about the birds and the bees.
You don't know about the birds and the bees? Well, I guess you're old enough to learn about the birds and the bees. The birds, I'll tell you about the birds first. And they go like this. Now you take the bees, they do it all together different. I mean, the sound it goes. Now you don't want to get them mixed up because the bees will sting you. Now just remember, the birds is bigger and goes like this. The bees is littler and goes like this. You sure you don't know about this?
Where have you been?
We've been looking everywhere. Where's Floyd?
Oh, he's in the kitchen, but he's going to come running in here any minute.
What are you playing, hide and seek?
He's going to want to hide because Bobbie Jo and Billie Jo are asking Daddy Floyd to explain about the birds and the bees.
Oh, this I gotta hear.
You go get your books and do your homework.
This I gotta hear.
Me too.
But you don't think that with Floyd, it's possible.
Floyd.
Just a minute, Kate. Girls, have you learned enough?
Yes, Daddy Floyd.
Just remember.
Remember.
I'll be back later and tell you about the pigs and the chickens.
Floyd.
Come in, Kate. Should I bring my guitar?
No, Floyd. I just want to talk to you. What am I going to do, Sam?
Mom?
Yes, dear.
Were either one of you good in history? I'm having an awful time.
Yes, Kate, dear.
Here's the man who's going to help you with your homework from now on. Your Daddy Floyd.
Yeah, Floyd. Now, that's something you gotta get used to. Helping the girls with their homework.
My teacher always said I was exceptional bright. What do you want to know, Betty?
Well, right now we're studying the Mexican War.
Are we having a war with Mexico?
Floyd, the Mexican War started over 100 years ago.
And we ain't whipped them yet?
Doggone it, Charlie. If you're gonna rock, rock. Don't sit there side saddle.
I'm sorry, Joe.
All right, now we'll get a fresh start. A 1, a 2, a rock.
Listen, boys, if we don't help Kate, she's liable to wind up being Mrs. Floyd Smoot.
Terrible name. It's pathetic.
Oh, I have no objection to the name.
I do. Mrs. Smoot. Sounds like a truck dumping wet cement.
I tell you what, Kate, I can fire up the cannonball and sneak you into Pixley. That'll give Floyd overnight to kind of sleep off this love binge he's on.
The old Floyd wouldn't sleep a wink worried about his train.
Boy, you've done it.
Done what?
Solved the problem. Listen.
glad you changed your mind about a moonlight stroll. You sure you don't want me to go get my guitar?
No, Floyd. Well, we have things to talk about. Now then, you'll run the hotel.
Oh, sure, when I'm not running the train.
Oh, well, I don't think you'll have time for both.
But, Kate, I'm the only one that knows how to fire them.
Why, they ain't nothing to firing a locomotive, boys. Easiest job on earth.
Come on.
I tell you what, Joe, you fire it one day and I'll fire it the next.
Sounds good to me, Sam.
Get down out of there and get your grimy hands off of my wood.
Why, Floyd, you won't have time for the cannonball no more.
You're going to be a married man.
Now, you'll be busy firing Kate's stove.
Ain't nobody gonna fire the Hooterville cannonball but me. Now get yourself down out of there.
Why, Floyd, did I hear right? You mean you're choosing the train instead of me?
Now, Kate, please don't go to bawling again. Doggone it, if I gotta make a choice.
I understand. And I'm going to be very brave about it. I guess you were a bachelor too long to get snared now.
Kate, I'll take you back to the hotel.
I'll come along.
Me too.
Me too.
Oh, no, Floyd. You stay here with your first and only love.
It isn't my only love, Kate. Please let me go along.
No, Floyd, and that's final.
Well then, Kate,
What is it, Floyd?
will you bring me back down some blueberry pie?
Sure, I will. How do you like that? I finished third behind blueberry pie.
This has been a Filmways presentation.
Way down in old Virginia, 300 years ago, Captain John Smith and Pocahontas trapped their meat and aged it slow. They smoked it and they spiced it too for flavor at its best. Genuine Smithville barbecue surpasses all the rest.
Most great American traditions get better with the tellin', but James Rivers Smithfield Barbecue gets better with the eatin'. At Smithfield, we still use the same famous recipe of herbs and spices. Our barbecue is still slow simmered in our secret sauce to perfection. And just like always, James Rivers Smithfield Barbecue is good enough to be a great snack, hearty enough to fill a pioneer's appetite. You'll understand why John Smith stayed in Old Virginia. One of the best things about this tradition is we make it quick and easy for you. Be sure to visit our concession stand now for James Rivers Smithfield Barbecue.
Come and listen to my story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, and up through the ground come a bubbling crude oil, that is, black gold, Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. The kinfolk said, Jed, move away from there. Said, California is the place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is, swimming pools, movie stars.
The Beverly Hillbillies.
Now come along and visit with the Clampett family as they learn the simple pleasures of the hills of Beverly. That includes the products of your sponsor of the week, the cereals of Kellogg's, Kellogg's of Battle Creek. K-E-double-L-O double good Kellogg's, best to you.
Now, Jethro, tell us exactly what happened with Miss Drysdale.
Well, I come around the side of the house, and I see this here lady fighting with a furry-looking varmint.
Turned out it was Miss Drysdale.
No, Uncle Jed, it was a fox.
Lady was Miss Drysdale.
Oh, yeah. So I grabs up the shotgun, and I says, "Step aside, lady, and I'll shoot it." Well, instead of that, she whipped around and throwed that thing in the air. Well, I shot it on the fly, with both barrels.
Blew my wife's fox fur to shreds.
No wonder she fainted dead away.
I caught her just in time. The chauffeur had to help me get her into the car. She was out like a light.
She was stewed to the gills. You said it took 2 men to get her back in the car.
You know, Jethro, could be that there fox was Miss Drysdale's pet.
Why in tarnation would she want a sneaky old fox for a pet?
'Cause them kind of people are liable to do anything.
What kind of people?
Ask your pa.
Well, I reckon I can't protect you from the ugly side of life forever. You see, Miss Drysdale is what city folks calls what was her husband called it, Granny?
Hypochondriac.
Yeah, that means she drinks a little.
Little. Her own husband said her bedroom was full of bottles.
The doctor says she'll sleep for several hours. He gave her a sedative.
What about Claude?
Oh, she insisted that he have a sedative, too. Poor dog, he's probably the first canine hypochondriac.
Well, let's be thankful for one thing, Mr. Drysdale.
What's that?
The tree outside the window. It completely obscures her view of the Clampett estate.
Yes. And if that tree should ever lose its leaves and she gets one look at those hillbillies...
It shall not happen. The Clampetts have agreed to accompany me to Palm Springs.
Fine, fine. Now, you keep them there until I get Margaret back to Boston.
Can do and will do.
Maybe it's for the best that you know about that poor woman next door, Ellie. Now you can pitch in and help us get her cured.
Yep. I'll need you to help find the makings from a sobering up mash. That's what I'll give her first.
But Miss Jane said she was taking us to Palm Springs.
Folks don't run off and leave the neighbors when he's in trouble. What all you gonna need for your sobering up mash, Granny?
Well, most of the stuff I got. But it takes pecan root, wretchweed, sourdough, skunk oil, chimney soot, spider webs, horsebeard, snake wart, pepper leaves, chicken gizzards, stump water, coal oil, slippery elm ooze, and turpentine, and a few more things that's secret. Oh, and the biggest toad you can find.
Granny, you use a live toad?
That's just for testing. I give it a swaller to see how far it jumps.
Last time Granny used a sobering up mash, set a new record. Clean over the top of Elverny Bradshaw's clothesline.
That's tall jumping for a toad.
Oh, this wasn't no toad. This was Elverny's husband, Homer. It was him Granny was sobering up. Well, Ellie, if you're going out in the brush hunting stuff for Granny, you'd best put on some old clothes.
Okay, Pop. Well, let's get it going. Oh, I pert near forgot. I have to have some goat's milk. After Mrs. Drysdale takes my sobering up mash, she has to have fresh goat's milk every half hour to stop the burning.
Well, I reckon Jethro can borrow some. Well-to-do neighborhood like this, folks is bound to keep goats.
Everybody except us. We ain't even got a cow.
Nor pigs neither.
Nor chickens.
We ain't even got nothing to pull a plow.
You're supposed to be so dad-blame rich. I'll bet we're the only family in Beverly Hills that ain't got a mule.
I reckon it is high time I was stocking this place. Even Mr. Drysdale's been after me to buy some cattle.
Well, good for him.
Yeah, just the other day he says to me, Mr. Clampett, you got $25 million in cash. You ought to put some of that money into stock.
Well, we better get busy now if we're gonna find...
There goes that music again. Jethro, did you ever find out where that's coming from?
No, sir, I didn't. Every time I went to looking for it, somebody always come to the door. This time I'm gonna find it for sure.
Yeah, good hunting. Me and Granny will be figuring out what stock to buy.
Doggone it, never failed. Howdy, Miss Hathaway.
Oh, please stop calling me Miss Hathaway. Now, if I can call you by your first name, Jethro, surely you can do the same for me.
But, please? Well, howdy, Miss Jethro.
How about calling me Jane?
I like that better.
Well, are we all set to leave for Palm Springs?
No, ma'am. Uncle Jed and me's going to town and buy some stock.
Stock?
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Drysdale, he told Uncle Jed he had ought to put some of his money into stock.
He dictated a memo on that. But you needn't waste time driving into town. You can order your stock by telephone. Now, here are Mr. Drysdale's recommendations. He doesn't want your Uncle Jed to get a bum steer.
Oh, Uncle Jed, he wouldn't buy no bum steer.
He should be cautious in the bull market.
You gotta be careful with cows, too.
Jethro, you have the most delightfully bucolic sense of humor. Now then, would you like to ride to Palm Springs with me, or would you prefer to drive and meet me there? Jethro?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Would you like to drive your own car?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I like to drive.
Very well. I have typed out explicit directions. I've even drawn a map showing the exact location of the hotel. They have a lovely pool, and... Jethro.
Oh, yes, ma'am?
I'm taking a bikini to Palm Springs.
Is that faster than a train?
Jethro, you dear naive boy. You shall see when we go swimming. You Tarzan. Me Jane.
No, ma'am. I'm Jethro Bodine.
I almost hate to see you change.
I ain't gonna change.
Oh, yes, you will. Under my tutelage, you will become an educated man of letters. Someday I shall introduce you as Jethro Bodine. B.A., M.A., Ph.D.
Awful smart woman, but that ain't the way you spell Bodine. All I know is this is the kind of stock Mr. Drysdale thinks is good.
What does that say?
IBM.
What's that spell?
Ibum.
What's an ibum?
I don't know. Next it's got, Us's.
Us's?
Well, that's what's wrote there. U-S-S.
So it makes sense.
Maybe it ain't Mr. Drysdale's fault. Just between you and me, that Miss Hathaway can't spell for sour grape.
I don't need this list nohow. Me and Granny's already figured out what we want.
That's right. A pair of goats, 3 pigs, 4 cows, a bull, a mule, and a dozen chickens.
Reckon we can get all that on the truck?
Don't have to. Miss Hathaway says just call on the telephone and they bring 'em out.
Oh, now, ain't that nice? Hello?
Jed, I watched that banker feller. You have to stick your finger in them holes and spin her a while.
All right. Reckon that ought to do it.
Operator.
Oh, howdy, ma'am. This here is Jed Clampett. I'd like to buy some stock.
What number do you wish?
Number? Oh, a couple of goats, 3 pigs, 4 cows, a bull, a mule, and a dozen chickens.
I'll give you information.
Well, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate all the information you can give me. It's the first time I ever bought stock on the telephone.
Perhaps I'd better connect you with the supervisor.
2 heads is better than 1.
Supervisor speaking. May I help you?
Well, thank you, ma'am. This here is Jed Clampett. I'd like to buy some stock.
Do you know the number you wish to reach?
Well, that's more or less up to the animals. But the number I want to start with is a couple of goats, 3 pigs, 4 cows, a bull, a mule, and a dozen chickens.
This sure is a dandy pen, Jethro. As soon as Ellie gets back from the Drysdale, she can milk this here goat.
Drysdale sure has got a nice house, ain't he, Granny?
Yep. Nice house, nice car, nice job. But the evil of drink has sure laid a heavy hand on his heart. Never forget, Ellie, drinking is a curse.
But you take a drink now and then, Granny.
Never more than a thimbleful. Oh, Ellie, you might have to hold Mrs. Drysdale while I spoon the sobering up mash down her.
I'll throw a double scissors and an arm lock on her.
Just so you don't cut off her wind if she can't breathe.
Yes?
Howdy. We've come to see Miss Drysdale.
I'm sorry, madam, but Mrs. Drysdale cannot be disturbed.
Are you her kin?
I'm a butler.
Oh, that must have been her maiden name. You were taking care of her, are you?
I am a butler, madam.
Well, I'm glad to see that her family ain't ashamed to help her.
Whom shall I say called?
Well, this here's Granny, and I'm Ellie Mae. Pa and Jethro would have come too, but they're busy with the cattle.
Very good.
Hold on now. We've come to see Miss Drysdale.
Mrs. Drysdale is indisposed, madam. She is not receiving.
Oh, still sleeping it off, huh? Well, when she comes to, you just spoon half of this down her and then stand back.
Yeah, she'll commence to doing some tall jumping.
Don't bite you. We'll be back later with the goat's milk.
Want me to stay and help you do for Miss Drysdale?
We are managing, thank you.
Are you doing the washing and the cleaning and the cooking for her?
Certainly not.
Oh, just letting it pile up on her, huh?
I am a butler.
Want me to haul him out of there, Ranny, and wrestle him down?
Kin folks have certain rights. Family comes first.
He sure is proud of that family name, ain't he?
Yeah. To hear him talk, the butlers don't get wet when it rains.
Did you say something, dear? Well, speak up, dear. Can I get you something? Come in.
I beg your pardon, sir. The butler said some people from a ranch brought this for Madame.
From a ranch?
Well, he said they mentioned cattle. They called themselves Granny and Ellie Mae.
The Clampetts. They haven't gone to Palm Springs.
Come on, Jethro. Get him in through that gate. That's the way.
Suey, pig, ah!
Get in there.
Get in there, pig, come on. Pig.
That's the way.
Suey.
No, surely not. Marie, tell me I'm hearing things.
You're hearing things, sir. Cows, chickens, pigs, goats.
No.
Anything I can do, sir?
Pray, Marie. Pray.
Hold your horses, I'm a-coming. Oh, howdy, Mr. Drysdale. Did your wife take
Howdy, May. Where's your father?
He's tending the cattle.
He brought cattle into this beautiful estate?
No, he called on the telephone, and some men brought him in a truck. Yes, sir. I'm just fixing to go milk the goat. Come on out to stock pen.
Stock pen?
Yes, sir, Mr. Drysdale. I finally took your advice and put some of my money in stock. How's that goat milk, Ellie?
Just fine, Pa.
You sure is a dandy pen, Mr. Drysdale.
Yeah, good stout fence around outside. Of course, that one across the middle ain't so much. Bulls already jumped it twice, and it ain't even mating season. Got ourselves some mighty fine-looking stock. Of course, they need a little fattening up.
Mr. Drysdale happy to see him?
Granny, he was so happy he couldn't talk. He just kind of hung on a fence and made little gurgling noises in his throat.
Well, that poor man has some joy coming to him.
I'm glad to be able to help him to forget his trouble for a spell.
Here's the goat's milk, Granny.
Oh, good, Ellie. Now, you run that right over to Mr. Drysdale. That sobering up mash smarts considerable unless you follow it up with fresh goat's milk.
Ellie, Mr. Drysdale ever find his tongue?
Yeah, Pa. Whilst I was milking the goat, I heard him kind of mumbling, like he was giving thanks. He says, "Oh, what have I done to deserve this?"
Lord love him. Ain't that pitiful? Hurry, child, now hurry.
You know, Granny, it gives a person a mighty good feeling to help a neighbor.
You betcha. And he needs us, because his wife's kin ain't no help.
Who's that?
That high and mighty Mr. Butler. That's who came to the door when Ellie and me took the mash over. Wouldn't let us see Miss Drysdale.
Well, now, you can't hardly blame him for not wanting folks to see it.
Uncle Jed, the bull jumped that little fence again, so I tied him back over on his side.
Where's Mr. Drysdale? I asked him to come in for some coffee.
It was the funniest thing what happened to him. You know how he was hanging on the fence of the stock pen? Kind of gurgling and mumbling, happy-like?
Yeah.
Well, all of a sudden, he points up towards his house and says, "My wife. That's her window." Then he goes tearing off into the bushes like a bear was after him.
She took some mash and he seen her jumping.
Like Ellie is going to get there with the goat's milk just in time.
Oh, Sonny, Sonny, your mumsy just had the most ghastly dream. I was going to see our new neighbors, the Clampetts, and suddenly this dreadful giant appeared with a huge gun and shot my beautiful fox fur. Isn't that the most dreadful... Claude, what are you eating? Oh, did Ravenswood bring my darling boy some nice fishy scraps? Claude. Claude! Marie! Marie, come and get Claude!
What's the matter, dear?
Claude, he's having a seizure or something.
Is something wrong?
Yes, Marie. Open the window.
Yes, let's have some fresh air. No. You take Claude to the doctor. I'll get the window. Well, darling, how do you feel?
Dreadful. My nerves are shattered. Open the window, dear.
Well, it might not be good for you, Margaret.
Oh, don't be silly, Milburn. I need oxygen. Besides, I adore the fragrance of that jasmine that grows on the fence of that tennis court next door. Now, open the window.
All right, dear, but first I have a surprise.
Surprise?
Don't move. I'll be right back.
Granny, that there butler fella wouldn't let me through that door again. And he wouldn't take this milk, neither.
Why not?
He said he wouldn't touch nothing more from us without it was sterilized.
What's sterilized?
Oh, we had that in school once. That means soaked in alcohol.
Alcohol?
Appears to me like Mr. Drysdale's got two drinkers on his hands.
Mrs. Drysdale must be in terrible shape. Fighting me, scratching and clawing people and everything.
How do you know?
I heard her yelling and screaming clean from upstairs. She says, "Marie, Marie, come and get Claude." Sure enough, pretty soon, this poor girl come a-running down yelling, "Take me to the doctor. I got Claude."
Family or no family, that woman needs help, and by thunder, she's gonna get it.
Surprise! Surprise!
Milburn, have you taken leave of your senses? You know I'm much too nervous to watch television.
But, darling, the doctors in Boston said your nerves were just fine.
Those Boston doctors. They had the audacity to tell me that I was perfectly healthy. I said, I'm not paying you all that money to tell me I'm healthy. Milburn, I do not want to watch television.
Well, you don't have to watch it, dear. Just listen. There's an exciting Western on.
Weston, Milburn, shut that off and open the window.
I will. Oh, there we are.
Milburn, are you going to open the window or am I?
I am, dear. There, you see, the cattlemen and the sheepmen are fighting it out.
Well, if you won't turn it off, I will.
Oh, dear, I do admit that's a very old plot, but I'm sure we can get something better.
That medical program, go back to that.
Well, don't you think that's a bit depressing?
I want the medical program.
All right.
I still hear the cattle and the goats. Yes, you see, this is the latest thing in television program. A medical western. Medical western? Yes, I think it's called Sagebrush Surgeon. That's the window he pointed to right there.
Gotta get some fresh goat's milk up to that woman some way.
I could shinny up the tree and climb right in that window.
Oh, Jethro, it ain't fitting for a man to be in a woman's bedroom.
How about me? No, Ellie. You're too young to handle somebody wrestling in the grip of old John Barleycorn. I gotta get up there and have a goat handy to milk ever so often.
I think I got it figured out, Granny. I'll get a rope, throw it over that limb, hoist you up to the window. Jethro, you get that Mr. Butler away from the front door. And then, Ellie, you take the nanny goat, lead it upstairs to her room for Granny.
All right, Paul. But that little goat ain't gonna do nothing unless he's got that little chicken sitting on his back.
That's all right. Raw egg ain't gonna do Mrs. Drysdale a bit of harm. Margaret, what are you doing?
Packing. I'm leaving immediately.
Oh, don't leave me. I love you.
I love you too, Milburn. Why don't you come to Boston with me? You haven't seen Sonny for a long time.
I don't understand. Why have you suddenly decided to go back to Boston?
To see those doctors. Let them dare to tell me now I don't have a nervous condition. I'm even having hallucinations. It's wonderful.
Hallucinations?
I just saw a witch fly by that window, and there's a goat in the bathtub with a chicken riding on its back. Oh, you couldn't see them, dear. Only someone with my shattered nervous system. There goes the witch again. Oh, Milburn, I'm the happiest woman in the world. It's marvelous. Wait until those doctors hear this.
Can't get in the attic and she won't open the window. Ice me up again.
Here, Milburn. Let's have a vitamin toast to my coming triumph.
It's too late, Jed.
What do you mean, Granny?
We didn't get to her in time. Now she's got her husband on the stuff.
Oh, howdy, ma'am. It's me again. I just want to thank you for everything. Stock got here fine. Oh, excuse me. It looks like I got some company. Howdy there. Come in, come in. Just about to sit down and have myself a bowl of Kellogg's cornflakes. Glad to have you join me. Ain't nothing like cornflakes to keep a feller going. Special nice if you can catch yourself a little fresh fruit. Excuse me, but for a fancy dresser, you're a mite shy, ain't you?
Caretaker?
Clampett.
Your goat, sir.
Well, maybe you all join me.
K-E-double-L-O double good Kellogg's best to you.
The Beverly Hillbillies has been presented by Kellogg's Corn Flakes. From Kellogg's of Battle Creek.
time to say goodbye to Jed and all his kin. They would like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You're all invited back next week to this locality to have a heaping helping of their hospitality. Hillbilly, that is. Set a spell. Take your shoes off. You all come back now. Here?
This has been a Filmways presentation.
Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Are you kidding? With those mosquitoes dive-bombing me all night?
We're having unusually warm weather.
You also have unusually large mosquitoes. Did you ever hear of screens?
Oh, yes, sir. We're getting new ones today. Bobbie Jo, Mr. Blake needs some coffee.
What I really need is a transfusion.
Hey, you know something? You got some crazy hummingbirds around this hotel.
Hummingbirds?
Yeah, they kept flying in my window last night, stabbing me with those long beaks.
Oh, well, we're getting new screens today.
Well, either that or get me a hungry cat.
Good morning, Mr. Gordon.
Morning. Man, I can't decide which of these sisters is prettier.
I see what you mean.
Hey, how would you girls like to double date tonight?
Double date?
Yeah, just the three of us.
How about some breakfast?
Yes, sir, right away.
And fry up some of those mosquitoes.
Will there be new screens today, Mr. Blake?
So I keep hearing.
Well, we're having
Very unusual weather. I know.
You think they're going to check out?
Not if we get those new screens up today.
Well, you better put an extra pan of bacon on the stove. A good breakfast will help take their mind off the mosquitoes.
Okay. Train's in, Mom.
Are the screens on it?
Must be. Floyd said there's something in the baggage car for us.
Oh, at last. Why aren't you down there helping unload them?
Uncle Joe sent me away. Said he'd rather handle it himself.
Well, that's a lot of nonsense. The more hands, the faster. I tell you, Bobbie and Billie can handle the breakfast, and you and I will go help unload those beautiful new screens. With new screens, they don't get extra bacon.
Hey, Billie, you know something? That Mr. Gordon's cute, but he's kind of a wolf. Yeah, I know. And I worry about you being in there alone, here.
Uncle Joe?
I'll start carrying up the screens, Mom.
Yes, dear.
Betty Jo,
Two new salesmen?
more like one.
Well, one's better than none. Where is he?
Hey, you might say he's standing right here.
Oh, you're a salesman now.
Well, not exactly, no. Technically, it's more like a franchised agent.
Oh, fine. Well, you tell me all about it while we carry up the screens, huh?
Okay.
Huh?
Screens didn't come.
Oh, no. Well, that's the last time that I order screens through a magazine ad. They said that if I would mail the money in advance, that they would guarantee delivery within... You did send the money, didn't you, Uncle Joe?
Oh, sure I did.
Well, it was the last $70 we had in the world. In fact, it's Billie Jo's college money.
Well, I know that, Kate.
Uncle Joe, tell me you didn't spend that money.
I didn't.
Oh,
I invested it.
Oh, in what? What's in those suitcases?
144 cans of Lord and Lady Violet cologne.
You call that an investment?
But wouldn't you? You put out $70, you get back 140, and maybe more.
I think I better sit down.
That's a good idea. I'll explain finance to you.
Before you do that, explain what we're going to do about the mosquitoes coming up from the swamp that are biting us out of business.
Well, that's simple. We'll leave the windows closed. You see,
Uncle Joe, this is the hottest Indian summer we've had in 50 years.
You didn't let me finish. You see, when I double, or maybe triple your money on that cologne, we can air condition this entire hotel.
Joe? I couldn't find any screens, Mom, but these were down by the track.
Another 144 cans?
288 cans of little pressurized moneymakers. This is only the first shipment. And I talked him into giving me the exclusive franchise for this whole half of the state.
Honey, run quick to the kitchen and tell Billie Jo to fry up some extra bacon. Uncle Joe, how could this happen?
I can't take all the credit, Kate. It must have been the hand of destiny that put that ad for screens right next to this glorious opportunity that I'd been looking for all my life. Here, read this.
My eyes are too full of tears.
Yeah, I get misty-eyed, too, when I think of all the money that's going to come rolling in.
I'm thinking of the money that's gone rolling out. Billie Jo's college money.
I'll send that girl to one of the best colleges in the country. Listen to this. How Mr. A.J. Simmons of Lamar, Missouri earns $90 a week in his spare time as franchise agent for Lord and Lady Violet Cologne. Did you hear that, Kate? That's just in his spare time. I'm going to work full time. That'll mean $200-300 a week more.
Uncle Joe, let's go have some breakfast.
Not for me. I got work to do. I got sales campaigns to organize, distribution to map out, bookkeeping to set up. Kate, can't you just hear opportunity knocking?
Hear it? I got a splitting headache from it.
She's a fine little woman. She just don't understand business.
Billie, you know why Mom's so worried about the screens not coming?
Sure, she's afraid those salesmen are going to check out.
No, more than that. We're going to have royalty staying right here. Royalty? Uncle Joe says the Shady Rest Hotel is going to be the headquarters of Lord and Lady Violet. Well, who are they? Tell me about him. Well, he went tearing off before I could ask. He said he had to practice his presentation.
Well, we've got some practicing to do if we're going to be presented to royalty. Bend.
Your ladyship. Charmed, Your Grace.
Good morning, ladies. Could I have a moment of your time to introduce Lord and Lady Violet?
They're here! Uncle Joe, you should have told us.
Was you're a mess.
Glad, girls, you're making me forget my speech. Has romance disappeared from your lives? Has your husband and boyfriend lost interest in you? Let Lady Violet bring back that gleam in his eye. And for the man in your life, we have a rugged, masculine fragrance, Lord Violet. Yes, girls, promise him anything, but give him...
Uncle Joe, what in the world are you talking about?
I'm talking about that new fragrance that set all London to talking. There's Lady Violet Cologne for females and Lord Violet Cologne for males.
Cologne?
This ain't ordinary cologne, lady. Lord and Lady Violet represent a startling new breakthrough in the field of smell.
P.U.
What's burning?
Nothing, Mother. It must be Uncle Joe's cologne.
That's the smell you're hoping to get money for?
Now, Kate, the kitchen ain't exactly the place to demonstrate a subtle fragrance. Come on outside in the clear, pure, fresh air and let Lady Violet have a fair shake.
I got plenty shook right here. I don't need another whiff.
Well, now, come on, Kate.
Joe? Joe, I don't want to be...
Oh, Kate, stop clowning.
Who's clowning? I don't want that stuff in my kitchen.
Be fair, Kate. You haven't even smelled Lord Violet for men yet.
It doesn't matter. They all smell...
Oh, Mom, it can't be as bad as all that. Ooh! Where did Uncle Joe get it?
I don't know. Ask A.J. Simmons of Lamar, Missouri.
Who's A.J. Simmons? Is he a friend of Uncle Joe?
Yeah, you bet he is. A.J. Simmons makes $90 a week just in his spare time. He doesn't even have to budge out of Lamar, Missouri.
He better not if he knows what's good for him.
Mother just doesn't understand business.
Understand this business. Now you pack up all 288 cans of this stuff, and we're taking them into Sam Drucker's store.
Hey, now you're catching on, Kate. That's a good idea. I'll franchise Drucker for Hooterville. What do you mean, sell to Drucker for 25 cents a can? That's what I paid for it.
All I want to do is get Billie Jo's college money back so I can buy new screens.
Kate, you still don't understand profit and loss. If you sell at cost, it's bad business.
It's bad cologne.
You know, but sales-wise and market-wise, if you ain't got a markup, you take a beating profit-wise.
We're already taking a beating mosquito-wise.
Howdy, Kate. Joe? Well, I don't know. I'm satisfied with the brand of coffee I've been selling.
Yeah, but Mr. Drucker, these are better coffee beans. They're aged.
So am I. Can't say it helped me any. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got a couple of my favorite customers to wait on.
Mind if I check your stock in the back room?
Now, go right ahead. Well, what'll it be, folks?
Well, tell you the truth, Sam, we're not buying today. We're selling.
You, Kate? You're selling?
Well, Uncle Joe and I together are.
Against my better business judgment.
What is it you're selling against your better business judgment?
Show 'em, Uncle Joe.
Lord or lady?
Both.
Which one first? Hold it, Sam. Now, before you open that, I want to ask you a question.
Shoot.
Now, this may be a shot in the dark, but did you ever make the acquaintance of an A.J. Simmons in Lamar, Missouri?
Who's he?
Never mind, Sam. Your time's valuable, and we don't want to waste it.
Thank you, Kate. Oh, hey, I remember this stuff.
Lord Violet?
No, cologne. I stocked 6 bottles of it in 1934. Got 5 left. 1 broke.
That's the beauty of Lord Violet. Comes in the new unbreakable spray can.
Oh, yeah. Hey, it's got that push-button gizmo.
I wouldn't do that, Sam.
Why not?
Well, you don't want to waste one precious puff of Lord Violet, the rugged masculine fragrance that drives women crazy.
I'll go along with that.
Excuse me. Did I hear somebody talking about Lord Violet?
Yeah, why?
Well, that's the first line I ever represented. Lord and Lady Violet Cologne. I was only 12 years old. Answered an ad in a magazine. Something about how Mr. A.J. Simmons of Lamar, Missouri earned $40 a week in his spare time.
You hear that, Kate? $40 then, now it's up to $90. We're not selling to Sam Drucker for cost. We got a gold mine here.
Just a minute, Uncle Joe. How well did you do with Lord and Lady Violet?
Well, I got my folks a new car out of it.
And you were only 12 years old?
Yeah. A bottle of it exploded in their car and stunk it up so bad they had to buy a new one.
Oh, don't listen to this salesman, Sam. Just professional jealousy talk.
Oh, why should I be jealous? I don't sell cologne.
Yeah, you bet you don't. This is our territory.
Forget it, Uncle Joe. $70 wouldn't have started Billie Jo in college anyway. And as for the screens, we'll buy the guest fly swatters and hope for cooler weather. Bye, Sam.
Now you're talking, Kate. We can sell that cologne for $2 a can minimum.
Kate. Wait a minute. You got $70 tied up in this cologne?
Yeah, plus 2 of mine. But taking 2 gross, I got it for 25 cents a can. Pretty shrewd buying, eh, Sam?
Yes, it was. You cornered the market, and that's bad for my business. Listen, Kate, will you sell me the whole lot of it for $75?
No thanks, Sam.
Yeah, you bet no thanks. He'd sell it for $2 a can. Let's see, 288 cans, that'd come to... Well, it'd come to a lot. We might as well have it.
Listen, Kate, will you take $80?
Thanks anyway, Sam.
Yeah, thanks for what? Stealing the money out of our pocket?
Here's the train. Let's get back to the hotel.
get on back to the hotel. I'm going to start house to house here in Hooterville. A couple of $100 worth of daylight selling time left.
You're gonna sell 144 cans here in Hooterville? There aren't that many people.
After I saturate this burg, I'm going to hit a few farms on the way back.
You gonna walk all the way back to the hotel with those heavy bags?
Well, they won't be heavy for long, and paper money don't weigh much.
Okay, I'll see you back at the hotel.
Melon weed, Drucker. This stuff's going to put you out of business.
You're not kidding.
Take it easy, kid. You're knocking yourself out.
I don't mind.
What happened to your helpers? Yeah, where'd those big sisters of yours disappear, too?
They're waiting for the train. Mother may be on it.
Those screens better be on it, or I'll meet it on the way back.
Why don't you gentlemen come inside where the mosquitoes won't bother you?
Ow! You know, she's got a point there. The big ones couldn't get through the door. Let's give it a try.
It's cooler in there, too. And I'll fix you some nice, cool lemonade.
Well, see if you can find those nice, cool sisters of yours.
Thank you, boys. Hey, did you have any luck, Mom? Looks like you sold 2 cases. Did Mr. Drucker buy them? How much did you get? Hey, where's Uncle Joe?
Let's sit down a minute, girls, and I'll answer your questions. Now, starting with the last one, where's Uncle Joe? He's between here and Hooterville trying to peddle 144 cans of, pressurized disappointment.
What do you say, Fred? How many cans of Lord Violet can it put you down for?
Well, I'll tell you, Joe. A man in my line of business ain't got too much need for cologne. Good, big, good, big. Sure.
Say, Fred, has it ever occurred to you that a pig farmer might be among those most likely to offend?
Offend who?
Whoever he meets up with.
Well, a pig farmer meets up with the pig buyers. They ain't no more fragrant than we are. Get over there, Alice. Let Myrtle have some of that slop. There you are.
Yeah, well, now about this cologne. You could set a style. You go to market just once, not smelling like a pig. All the others will want to jump on the bandwagon.
You don't seem to get the point. A good pig man don't care. He's got the smell of pigs in his blood.
I'm giving you an opportunity to get it out. Here, I'll give you a free whiff. Lord Violet.
No, ain't that...
Look how that fits the hand. All you got to do is just press that button like that.
Uh-huh.
How do you like it? How do you like it?
Ain't bad, is it?
You better sign up for a dozen cans right now, not run the risk of me running out.
How much are they?
Well, now they retail in the city for $2 a can.
Goodbye.
Now, wait a minute, Fred. This ain't the city. For you, Fred, 50 cents a can?
Well, now, that's more like it, but I don't need a dozen cans.
Half a dozen cans.
Well...
What do they know? They're only pigs.
Might be only pigs to you, but to me and my wife, they're bread and butter.
Give them time to adjust to it.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not interested.
Where are you going, Fred?
I'm going to the house and take a bath.
Well, here, take this Lord Violet with you. If Ruthie likes it as well as you, you might want to change your mind about it.
No chance. If I got to choose between my wife and the pigs, I'll have to take the pigs.
Wait a minute, Fred. How's Ruthie been looking to you lately?
What do you mean?
I mean, has she got that old charm, that sparkle, that excitement?
Frankly, no.
Buddy, Right here in this suitcase, I've got 72 cans of instant romance. Lady Violet. You let Ruthie sprinkle a little of this on and you can't resist her. You'll be powerless to resist her. You'll grab her in your arms. You'll smother her with kisses. Now, how many cans are you gonna want?
You open that thing and I'll take this stick to you.
What?
Ruthie's a good cook and a hard worker, but there's the ugliest woman the Lord ever let loose.
If we don't do something real quick, Mr. Blake and Mr. Gordon are going to check out.
Oh, dear. I don't want to lose their business. They're crackerjack salesmen.
Mom, I've got an idea. If anyone can sell Lord and Lady Violet cologne, it's those two.
Well, I'm sure of that, honey, but how do we sell it to them?
Oh, I know how to do that.
You sit down.
Now, listen, Mom. Now, Mr. Gordon is sort of a wolf, and he's always asking Bobbie and me for dates.
I know.
Listen, I've got an idea. Here comes he.
We all alone?
Just you and me and the mosquitoes, and I'm getting out. If I'm going to be a donor, I'd rather give it to the Red Cross.
Checking out, Mr. Blake?
Screens come?
Not yet.
I'm checking out.
Please, Mr. Gordon, we're talking about something very important. Listen, Billie, what kind of cologne was this salesman wearing?
It was called Lord Violet.
Oh, I heard that makes a man absolutely irresistible.
Oh, does it ever?
Gee, I wish I knew a boy who wore Lord Violet cologne.
You're too young.
Well, what happened?
Well, anyway, Mother caught us necking on the porch.
Billie, he wasn't even good looking.
I couldn't help myself. He was wearing Lord Violet.
What happened after Mom caught you?
Well, Mother ordered him away, but he left me 2 suitcases full of Lord and Lady Violet as a present.
Oh, Billie, you can sell it and make a fortune.
I never thought of that.
Where is it?
It's around in the porch. I didn't want Mom to see it.
Well, come on.
Come on, Kate, will you?
Oh, are you sure you won't stay for supper? We're having fried chicken.
Look, by supper, I'll be too weak to fight the mosquitoes for it. Will you hurry up so I won't miss my train?
All right, now, let's talk business. You say it sold for $1 a can.
That's what I heard.
How much for the whole works?
Gee, I don't know anything at all about business.
How about $50?
90.
60.
80.
70.
Sold.
Hey, Jim. I'm taking on a brand new line.
Oh, that Lord and Lady Violet cologne.
You've heard of it?
Mr. Blake, you're going to miss your train.
Heard of it? You know, when I was a little kid, I read an ad in a magazine. Some guff about a fellow named,
Simmons.
Simmons. Making $25 to $30 a week selling this junk, so I bid. Never made a sale. The smell got out of my clothes. I couldn't get near a customer close enough to make my pitch. Even my own dog bit me.
The girls say it's great. Maybe they've changed it, improved it.
If they've changed it, they've improved it. Stand back, girls.
Look, it killed him.
No, it didn't. He's still breathing.
No, I mean the mosquito. Look, there goes another one. And another one. And another.
Oh, my goodness, they're dropping like flies. I mean mosquitoes.
Give me that.
Hey, look at them fall. How about that?
Man, it really stones them. Give me back my insecticide. I've got the hottest new item here since DDT.
Hey, girls, could you give me a hand?
Hey, 2 more cases. These are mine.
Oh, no, they're not.
Are these full?
All 144 cans.
I'll give you $75 for both of them.
I'll make it 80.
85, 90, $100.
Sold.
There you go.
Hey, Jim. Wait a minute, Jim. Let's make a deal. We'll split the territory.
Hey, look what I just did. Sold out for $100. I told you that was good cologne, and I still got half my stock left.
Oh, no, you haven't. Billie Jo sold the other 2 cases for $70.
70? She just lost me $30. When are you women gonna learn you don't belong in business? From now on, leave these things to me.
Yes, Uncle Joe.
What's A.J. Simmons gonna think?
Yes, Uncle Joe.
I'll bet he hasn't got 4 females holding him back.
Yes, Uncle Joe.
Petticoat Junction.
This has been a Filmways presentation.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.